See that? Pathological acid. Pathological acid. Here we go. All right, fellas. So right now it's 12:47. Almost to the gym. Today, this is the earliest I've worked out at this time in a long time. Anyways, right now I'm completely fasted. It's kind of like one of my methods I utilize in my shred program. You know, when your main goal priority is dropping body fat, working out fast is very, very effective for that. You know, you might lose a little bit of muscle mass. Personally, I never experienced that, but I haven't worked out fasted in a very long time. It's been about a year and a half. But today we have squat, we have bench. So basically a push day. I like to include my legs in my push day. Running off 2 cups of coffee right now, and then this mod is 10 calories. So basically fully fasted for this workout. I'm pretty sure I'll be just as strong because I just woke up about an hour ago, and I feel good. You know, I ate a lot of food last night. I'm gonna use that. Glycogen stores are still high. It's not like I've been fasting for hours. You know, so it should be a good workout. It's honestly been less than 24 hours since my last session. Just deadlifts. And those sessions are probably my most intense of the week. Volume inducive, and you know, it's all posterior chain work, so toughest to recover from. Therefore, you know, deadlifts are the hardest, and squat and bench is like the easiest to recover from in the CNS. Plus we're fasted, so, but I'm feeling pretty good because I slept well. Anyways, I'm gonna start this voiceover. So probably gonna do banded squats today. Enjoy. All right, fellas. So first exercise we got here, obviously warming up on the back squat. First plate, I warmed up with one plate, 135 first, but that clip must have cut out. It did. Anyways, 225 here for a solid set of 5 back squats. I've been feeling good lately. Then next set coming up here, I throw the bands on. I've been trying to mix it up a little bit. Still squatting 3 days a week, thinking about going back to Bulgarian, where I basically hit a every single day. But right now I'm just kind of auto-regulating. If I feel good, I'll go for a PR. I'll try to mix it up, either a 5 rep, a 3 rep, or a 1 rep. Today I just decided to go for a banded PR, and I got 435 on these bands. And these bands are, I'm not sure, but they pull very hard. I'd say at least 50 more pounds at the lockout, if not more. They are stretched pretty good, and I like these bands. The way I have it set up with the 2 curl bars there is when I get down into the hole, there's still resistance. As you can see, usually most bands about halfway up they detensify. There's still a little bit of resistance. I think it completely intensifies a little bit, but for the most part it comes back into play right away. So here's the 435. It went up fairly well. Kind of a grinder, but got it up. 435, that's a band PR with these bands. You know, you want to keep your bands consistent because that way you're able to track your progressive overload. If you don't have the same bands every workout, it's hard to quantify the amount of progressive overload that you're doing. So anyways, here's my back off sets. I did 5 sets of 3 with 275 banded right here. Box squats, an inch below parallel, working for speed. Now these have been helping my deadlift. I can feel it off the floor because they're very glute and hamstring, quad. I mean, just a great exercise. More quad dominant, more glute dominant, and you work on that starting strength. Because when you sit on the box right here, I'm kind of going a little too fast, but you come to a complete stop and you restart the weight. Definitely excellent exercise for getting out of the hole, good for the lower back, things like that, and easier to recover from. That is why I'm trying to do my volume with the box squat, trying to build my regular squat, my deadlift, just basically trying to build my box squats so they translate over to my actual squats. Today, I think I have what do I have today? I also have a 3x5 today with these. I'm going to perform without bands. I think 315 for a 3x5, just regular box squats, no bands today, following a heavy single. But anyways, did 5 sets of 3 on that. Next workout, I'm going to come in, try to do 5 sets of 3 at 280, just slowly bumping the weight up linearly by 5 pounds per workout. So now we're just warming up the back right here, a little bit of lat pull down, get some blood flowing to the back because I'm about to bench press. Now, being completely fasted in this workout, one thing I forgot to mention, I guess, because this voiceover is taking place 2 days after this workout, I was very surprised about what I was able to hit today on the bench right here, just warming up basically. The way I've been training my bench lately too, which I have been going up in weight, been focusing on my 5 rep PRs. But the way I've been training is I work up to my top set of bench, same way I do with squats. Then I do my volume on the incline. And you'll see later I did incline dumbbell for my volume today, along with chest flies and things like that, tricep push downs, as you'll see later in the video. But I've been finding this to work a little better because it's not so taxing on the CNS. You're working on max strength on the lift that matters. So if you want to compete in powerlifting and things like that, that's a lift. The bench press, the flat bench is what you need to be good at. You don't have to be really good in the 5 rep range, the 10 rep range. You just need that 1 rep max. And personally, you get better development on the incline because it's a further stretch and it's easier to recover from than it is actually benching itself. The squat, bench, and deadlift are actually the hardest 3 lifts to recover from, in my opinion. I'm not going to say it's backed up by science, but I'm pretty sure it is. I'm not completely factual on that. But anyways, here's the 250 for 3. I did pause surprisingly fasted. The last rep, it was a generous pause. It wasn't too long of a pause, not a legit pause. But anyways, training other exercises that are easier on the CNS to recover from allows you to execute your big 3 at a higher level when it comes to the strength output. I like to use the big 3 to demonstrate strength and other exercises to build strength because it's easier to recover from. And recently when I did that with my deadlift, I hit all those PRs, and that's when I took it from 550 to like 650 in a matter of 6 months. So I'm applying it to these exercises now, as long as volume's sufficient. So right here, I'm doing my 80s for 3 sets of 8 on dumbbell incline. It was this is my last workout of the week also, so it's a little more, wasn't as intense as I usually go. I could throw in a couple more sets. I could throw in some overhead dumbbell, things like that. Did not do that today. But anyways, incline dumbbell, I have been progressing well on these. So what I do with my volume, I still try to progress. I try to progressive overload on that too. But the way I do it is I do 3 sets of 8. So next workout, I'm going to keep these dumbbells. So today, actually, I'm going to come in and do the 80s again, but I'm going to go for 3 sets of 9, and then 3 sets of 10, then increase by 5 pounds and slowly build up my incline dumbbell press. And that is progressive overload in itself. Just a simple progression. It doesn't have to be too in depth. You don't have to. It gets hard to keep track of after a while. So I like adding a rep. Adding a set has been really good for me. So right here, I think I do 3 sets of 30 today on my triceps. I'm running low on time and energy due to the fasting. So I decided to just go high rep on my triceps. I got 70 pounds just over the head tricep extensions with the rope, getting a pump, talking to the guys in the gym here during mid-set. Very intense thing to do, as you can see. But did 3 sets of 30 with this, and then over here, it's going to flip in. I do some lateral raises, 3 sets of 30 in those. One thing I got to note about the lateral raises is that my shoulders have been getting visible gains ever since I've been doing this. I've been doing laterals every single workout, on my push days. So 3 days a week, I do more of an intense workout like I am doing here with my lateral raises. But I usually throw in a little bit of volume every single session because shoulders, they seem to recover very easily for me. And I think it's a general speculation also that everybody's shoulders tend to recover fast and can handle a lot of volume. So I did 3 sets of 30, I think, with the 20s and the 25s. I think I bumped it up after this first set. And lastly, finishing off with the cable flies, I'm sorry. 3 sets of 20 also, I believe. High rep. But that's all there is to it. And then I do rear delts with the bands, just that pulling back motion, focusing on flexing the rear delt, the upper back. Really like this exercise. You can really get a good pump in your rear delts on this. This is honestly probably my go-to with it when it comes to my rear delts, and it's been working. Been doing this for the last 4 or 5 months. For a while there, I was doing it every day. Now I just do it on my push days, so 3 days a week. But have been seeing pretty good results, guys. And there I am in the mirror, flexing up a little bit. The shittiest lighting in the world. But anyways, that's it. That's the workout. No, Reefdorf's here today. Reefdorf is gonna bench. I can't even talk. Mouth's too dry. Gonna bench 315. More than I can. He's my bench. He's my personal coach, my trainer. I'm going to eat though. I can't get trained today. I really gotta change the settings on this camera. Everything's so white. But anyways, if you guys can see me any bit, that was tough. Being fasted and trying to do that workout was tough. You hit a wall. Usually, you know, the warm-ups to squat were okay. And you just get to this point where it's like, shit. You know, you're out of energy. The thing about fasting too, everything comes in spurts. It's like you don't have it, but then you have it again, and you don't have it. But I felt pretty good overall. You know, the weird thing is I felt very pumped. Like if you can see anything in this glass, like I felt very, very juiced up. And that could be because digestion, when you're digesting food, I think a third of your body's blood goes to your stomach and digestive system. All right, that's the first time I mixed this with water. It tastes good. So anyways, breaking the fast with this protein right here. So when you break a fast, so in my shred program, I talk about this a lot. When you break a fast, there's two ways to do it. You want to either do it with proteins and fats, or carbs and protein, or just a high glycemic carb in general. We talk about that in the program because otherwise, when you break your fast, your insulin. One cool benefit of fasting is your insulin is so sensitive at the time because you haven't eaten it so long and it's ready to absorb those nutrients and it's going to absorb everything. So one thing about eating your first meal when you're fasted or breaking the fast is everything gets absorbed into this. It's kind of odd because I feel really good right now after this workout. You know, even while I was fasted, at the end of the workout, I felt good. I had like a spurt of energy now, which is odd. Mid-workout though, I felt like I was going to crash. Literally when I hit that bench PR, I thought I was done. Like I just felt out of it. Which I was really surprised to hit that, honestly, being fasted. But anyways, that's something I talk about in my program too. Anyways, enough about the program, but when you train fasted, you burn a lot more fat. You're basically running off stored glycogen. Once that runs out, you're running off fat. No, I don't. If your goal is performance, you know, it's kind of tough. You know, high performance. I'm talking like training like a powerlifter, kind of like I do. It's hard to do fasted. But if your goal is just to look good, that's how I used to train. I would train fasted because it's not too hard to focus on, you know, your incline bench or your shoulder press for a session being your main focus. You know, you're not doing too much leg volume. You're just trying to keep your legs strong. You know, and you have enough energy, therefore, to train fasted like that. You also burn fat and you're able to build muscle. And after that workout, your muscle is so receptive to your food, like I was talking about. Especially when you train fasted, everything goes right to it. It's going to go rebuild those muscle groups up very well. But anyways, guys, I hope you liked that video. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comment them down below. Subscribe to this channel. You know, I got a lot of other training vlogs coming on, fat loss tips, things like that. Stuff look incredible. If you're thinking about taking your physique to the next level, no, not you know, this isn't like some psychopath training plan where you're doing cardio all the time, certain diet and things like that. I would like to say, I'm confident enough to say it, the best program to get in absolute great shape. Bunch of my friends have done it. We got some good transformations down below of the guys who've done it. Go check that out in the link down below if you're interested. Now, this program is like, it gets you into incredible shape. You know, you're not only losing body fat, but you're building the muscle groups, your shoulders, your upper chest, your upper back, things like that are going to get you in an absolutely incredible shape while dropping body fat. So you drop, basically, it comes down to two things. Training just 3 days a week, focusing on the muscle groups that count if you want to look good, keeping the legs strong and things like that, but getting strong in the right areas that are going to build muscle. They got the complete workout plan laid out for that. And number two, dropping body fat. And the best way to drop body fat is utilize intermittent fasting, in my opinion. It makes it effortless, it allows you to eat the foods you want. And, you know, you're not sticking to some super clean diet or anything like that. You're still eating. It's all about getting your calories, your macros, and you're allowed to eat bigger meals that have you feeling more satiated even by eating less calories. Now, I use these methods in there myself to stay lean. You know, I've been basically eating at maintenance or bulking for like 2 years straight. So, and this has kept me in incredible shape. Go check out my Instagram, you know, my pictures. You guys follow my channel. I've been able to stay lean effortlessly and get stronger all at the same time, and I teach you exactly how to do that. You know, it's not like you're doing deadlifts and training the way I do. You know, if you do your own thing like that, that's fine. You can still apply the diet principles, but it's way simpler than that. If you want to look great, it doesn't take that type of training. It only takes a couple days a week, focusing on getting stronger at the key lifts. Literally 3 lifts: overhead press, incline. You know, your upper back, you got rows and pull-ups and things like that, and some squats and things. But it's very enjoyable, and it gets you in great shape. Go check out the transformations below if you're interested. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.